Sure. The gentleman yields.
Rep. Moody, had you heard the recent statement from the American Academy of Pediatrics? Our organization strongly oppose any legislation or regulation that would discriminate against gender-diverse individuals, including children and adolescents, or limit access to comprehensive evidence-based care. Any discrimination based on gender identity or expression is damaging to the socio-emotional health of children and families, as evidenced by increased risk of suicide in this population. Our organizations also oppose any action that would interfere with the physician-patient relationship and with parental involvement in making medical decisions for their children.
Yes, I've heard that statement.
And following up on that, what are the benefits, or if you can name a few of them, of allowing these children to continue with the care?
Look, as I stated, this care in many ways has been considered life-saving, and there are medical organizations that have been on record stating that, and this amendment is going to allow what we know as an established doctrine in medicine to sit over the top of this type of care. And so when someone uses medically necessary care, that is a known doctrine and one that is taken seriously, and I think provides the proper guardrails around this care.
Rep. Moody, we've heard a lot already about the effects on families. Did you want to add anything to that about, I know I've heard from families personally about how this would drastically affect them and how harmful it is to what they think, what their future of their family and their children looks like without this kind of medical care. Can you add to that of people that you've heard from?
Representative, I've probably sat with some of the same families that you have, and it's we sit with a lot of folks in our office and we talk about a myriad of issues, and a lot of times, you'll get kind of in a routine and you say, well, I know how you feel, I know how that is, I know. The truth of it is, the fact of it is, when I meet with these families, I can't say that. I don't know what that is. I don't know how that situation is. I don't know how they feel and how scared they are. I can certainly listen and hear them and try to empathize, but I don't know what it's like to be in their shoes when the entire state is telling them that they need to leave. That's a very difficult position to be in, but it is one that I need those folks to know that I know you and I have seen them, and many of our colleagues have seen them, and that we hear them and that we care about them. The dialogue around bills like this can be dangerous just in and of itself. And so that's something that has been impressed upon me time and time again by those families, both visiting from around the state and those I've visited with in El Paso.
Does the weaning off language that's in this bill address your concerns?
No. It's woefully inadequate.
Can you tell us a little bit about why?
And
I mean that by sharing with the body, because a lot of the people who are in here today don't have direct experience with what the families go through with their children.
Well, I think the problem with that portion of the bill, which isn't necessarily touched by this amendment, is that it keeps, it's going to necessarily have, medically problematic outcomes. We do not know exactly what that's going to look like going forward. And so we had a better version of that at some point when this legislation was being considered. And I think that's something that this body should consider as well.
Well, I hope while you're up there, you'll talk about your knowledge of the serious physical, mental, and emotional harm that will come by banning this kind of health care. Thank you.
Thank you.